working on my hand plates retrospective, and I'm almost done with it actually. How many pages are we at? 12 pages. 26,000 words. In several sections and chapters. There's a lot. But I think now is a time to stop for right now, to have a little intermission. I also just forgot. I also just forgot that. So I have forgot that you, as the viewer of this video, the person watching this video, that you are actually like season 3, right? You just ended with season 3? Okay, great. But I thought I'd show off some things and, you know, do a little skit or something.
Huh? Oh. So, you're future me, right?
Yeah, actually. How did you get here?
Oh, cool. How you doing?
I'm doing okay, actually. I am a little sad that hand plates ended last night. Well, you know, to me it ended today because I read it today. I'm actually kind of sad, but I'm living life. I'm a little nervous to go to college, but I'm doing okay.
Oh, great. Wow. How's HANDPLATES going?
Well, it just ended. I just said that.
Oh my gosh. No way. Because where I'm at right now is where me, Gaster, Gaster is like, you know, he really needs one of these thingies, and Papyrus thinks that, yeah, you can eat it, yeah, yeah, he's dumb.
Oh, yeah, yes, he's very dumb, sometimes. I love him though.
But he's so cute.
Listen, Papyrus is my child. I love him. I've always loved him. You know this. You're me.
Yeah. Well, alright. So anyway, how is?
Oh, you know it's fake, right? You know you're smoking a fake cigarette, right?
Yeah, I know you can't smoke. I'm just aesthetic, okay?
What's wrong with you?
Hey, listen. Gosh. So anyway, how's HANDPLATES doing?
I told you it ended. Like, I told you this like 3 times.
It ended? Oh, jeez, what time is it?
It is 3:28.
What day?
July 20th, 2023.
Oh my god. It's like ages away.
Not really.
I don't want HANDPLATES to end.
Yeah, man, neither did I. I literally cried about it last night, okay?
It's okay. It's okay.
Are you eating marshmallows right now?
Yeah, I'm eating a marshmallow. I'm stress eating. What do you want from me? Oh my god. I'm sorry. Am I chewing loudly?
No.
Am I chewing loudly? I'm sorry.
No. Continue. I'm just, you know, trying to film
Continue on
this
with
video,
but continue.
Okay, just, no, keep.
No, continue. I'll wait.
I'll let you be.
I'm fine.
I'm gonna go back to my work and get back to your work.
Fine. Oh my god.
Thank you.
Can I finish this one?
Yes. Finish that one, please. Just finish it. Oh my god.
Fine, thank you. How's life?
I'm doing okay. I'm doing fine.
I'm just asking. Okay. Anyway, go on. Talk about HANDPLATES. Talk about what's going on in HANDPLATES right now. Go on, enjoy. Yeah.
Hand plates? I don't really know. I mean, I love the community that I'm a part of on TikTok right now. Like, some of the edits are just amazing. The memes are hilarious.
Alright, I just got like one more question for you. One more question. Come on, please, one more question.
Okay, fine. One more question.
I have your notebook here.
I know, but you stole it?
Yeah, your notebook. The one that you wrote notes in for the video.
Okay, well, whatever.
Do you have? Okay, let me just make sure you have everything on your list. Do you have all the props? The clipboard, the props, the HANDPLATES props, the syringe pens, the bottles, the lab coat, You got it? Okay.
Yes, I have all those things. I haven't started filming yet. I haven't started filming the entire project yet, so just chill out, okay? Just chill.
Did you do that thing with the costumes? You did the costumes already?
No, I decided I'm not doing those costumes. I decided I thought it just was too much. What the hell are you watching in the background?
And what about the intermissions? Did you do the intermissions?
I'm doing it right now. Okay, whatever.
What about the other fan fiction?
I'm not talking about fanfics, alright? I was going to, but I'm not. I could go on and on. I could be here for 20 whole other minutes talking about the fanfictions that I wrote and the ones that other people wrote. Okay, the ones that I wrote on paper, yes, we will talk about them.
Okay, you got everything. Good job.
Yeah, I think I'm good. I don't really need your help anymore, so...
Yeah.
Why don't you just go?
Alright. Goodbye, I'm leaving.
Okay, you're leaving? Oh, okay. I guess you're leaving, so bye. See you later. Past me. Goodbye. What are you doing? What the fuck what are you doing?
Leaving. Bye. Leaving. Going. Disappearing. In 3, 2, disappearing.
Alright, so now that we're done with that, whatever that was, I think we'll move to our next section, which is talking about some of my old artwork and some old fan fictions that I wrote. We don't talk about it all that much. Where did I even put them? I don't even know. I'll look for them. So yeah, we'll go right on to our next section.
Ah, I'm not gone yet. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm leaving. Goodbye now. Bye.
Waiting all morning and I don't want to do it. This means I need to plan the party and I need to... This means I can start filming the retrospective. Oh my god. Leave? In what sense? A number of monsters have gotten rather fond of you, Frisk. Or am I right in assuming that you won't be the one leaving? You've done everything you can think of. It's time to let go. Is that it? You're done? Nothing left to amuse you? Nothing left to accomplish? Is this as good as it can get? This is the best ending by your standards. And all of your work and effort, all of it was for this? For us? Is that what you're saying? I find it hard to believe. It's not honest. Although I don't know what you truly are. Maybe it's something that whatever you are does. Even so, still not something I can understand. Perhaps I never will. I won't tell anyone about what you've done. I didn't deserve a second chance, but I got one anyway. I can offer you the same courtesy. If you actually are leaving, I don't know if I should wish you good luck in your future endeavors. That's a word.
I don't know what they'll be or how much suffering they may cause. If this did matter to you, this happy ending that you gave us all. Keep in mind, wherever you go, wherever you decide to go, after all, that one? Because really, HANDPLATES is just all about choices.
For a little savings, special.
I'm not crying because Gaster gets to see the rain. Oh my god.
Because I'm bored and I want to film stuff right now, we're gonna do HP TikTok shoutouts. There we go. These are people that I need to mention because they are amazing people on the TikTok. I know I've said the name Rustlin before. As they go on TikTok. Rustlin, you are on what, Tumblr? You're on not Instagram. Your buddies. Rustlin is an artist. I think they make edits every once in a while and like animations, I think. But like Rustlin is like always making like Tumblr shit and just like amazing at art and shit. So the next person I need to shout out is Static Void ZZ. No, so Static Void ZZ or Static Voids, I don't know, how do you pronounce that? On TikTok, makes HANDPLATES edits, obviously. Most of these people make like HANDPLATES edits, but of course they have their own art too. You should go check out some of their art. They do post every once in a while some art dump stuff. Moving on to Duno! Duno your mom? Literally that is like, that's like, their at is Duno your mom. But for all intents and purposes for this video, we're gonna call him Duno. Duno makes some amazing banger edits. I am not kidding. Duno is so good at making edits. Like, Duno and Rustlin are just wow. Just wow. Duno, I also love you. I love you, Duno. I love your edits. Yo, guys. It's crispy time. Crispy time, y'all. So Crispy Time does more art stuff, some funny memes every once in a while.
Yo, look at my son in the backseat, man. Got my son. You ain't getting no ice cream, man.
But mostly art. I don't know if Crispy Time makes edits. But yeah, mostly art stuff. Next person on this list. Food Devourer. Food Devourer. Also known as copyright infringement. Y'all, I am convinced that this person, like looking at that name, like, that sounds like something Zarla would name herself on TikTok. I'm looking at you, Food Devourer. I am looking into your soul. Just tell me, are you Zarla? Because looking at Food Devourer's art is just literally like exactly like Zarla's. And we're not like hating, I'm seriously not hating, being like, y'all, you're just copying Zarla's art. No, but like, I'm just convinced that you are Zarla. In line is Plate Hands, aka Plate Hands AU, an artist and also a HANDPLATES editor, making HANDPLATES edits. But no, your art is also fantastic and amazing, and I do like your art. But your edits are also great. I just, people are so creative and it makes me jealous.
I love every single one of you on this list. I love all you guys on this list. So, yeah. I don't know. Moving on to the next section. I don't know. Do I need to put an outro here? I don't know.
Shame.
Seems an awful waste.
I'm very busy.
Well, I'm sure you are.
I don't like your tone.
I'm sure you are.
You want a beer? He's 4! I don't know, what am I supposed to do?
Yo, bro, if you could have one power, what would you choose? Teleportation, bro. I'm lazy as hell. I gotta go with flying, bro. You don't want to fly? Like, bro, flying is the best power. But why would I want to fly if I can teleport? Your power trash, bro. Your power trash is, bro. My power is way better than yours. I would choose the freeze time.
I'm gonna block my Fortnite girlfriend and see her reaction. Okay, let's go.
Oh my God!
Dad, what's wrong?
I was in a romantic relationship with someone I met on Fortnite!
Well, okay. And
They just blocked me!
There was a very hungry, genetically modified cat. 7 nuclear missiles.
Hey, shut up! You shut up. That's why your shoes raggedy. That's why your mama dead. Dead as hell. What shoes she got on? What shoes she had on her casket? That's why your granny ain't got no knees.
No! Stay back!
Wait, where'd you get that piano?
I gotta tell you something.
yeah, what's going on?
I'm blocked.
Girl. Me too.
My son in the backseat, man. Got my son. You ain't getting no ice cream, nigga!
I can't believe this comic is still going. I just caught up to it and it makes me so happy. I remember reading this from 2016 to 2019 when I lost track and I stopped. It took me a while to go through it again, but after 3 years, I came back to it. It's been a weird experience, because all these years, I had this idea that the comic was about Sands of Papyrus getting out. I didn't reach the part where Gaster falls into the core, so I had no idea. What a surprise! I've been enjoying this a lot. All the best. This is one of the first Undertale comics I've seen ever get an ending, since most of the others are either in stopped productions or just stopped entirely. The end of the era? We're there? You're a beautiful artist, Zarla. You've shown so much with your talent, it's inspiring. I think 10-year-old me is gonna be crushed that it's over, but man am I excited. I'm gonna hold your work so much close to my heart for so much longer. Have a good day, Zarla. It's so weird to know that HANDPLATES might end one day. I've been reading this for years. I've practically grown up with it. I don't know what I'm feeling about this, but I know that I'm gonna miss HANDPLATES when it's over. Thank you, author. This is my first time posting a comment because I can't believe the series is going to finish. This story has been incredible in so many ways, and I just don't have the words to express how I am because we won't have any more content. But at the same time, I'm so happy and excited to see the end. Thank you, Zarla, for this incredible story. I'm glad this comic has always been there for you, like it was there for me/us. It's something I've looked forward to every month. I'd constantly refresh my page and run into my room and yo, this is so true. This is literally just me. This was me when HANDPLATES was like still going on. I would just freaking why am I talking about this? But like no, this was seriously me. Like I would get so excited every week to read HANDPLATES, because I knew that every week there was a new episode, and run into my room in excitement when there was a new update. So I just wanted to thank you for being that thing I would look forward to. You don't know the impact. Even if this is a fan comic, I think this was the one reason I never left the fandom, and never want to. Thank you. HANDPLATES came into my life at a dark time too. I have always suffered from depression, and during the hardest moments, this series was there. it gave me inspiration to draw, to focus on my mind on something I loved, and it was good to look forward to a new thing to come. I just want to thank you so much for creating this and making my life better. Many of my friends I met thanks to this comic, and they too have found in HANDPLATES a rope to hold on to. I can't imagine the work it was to keep this comic for so long, and I admire you. Thank you for everything. Poor Gaster, from his world, he doesn't know how much most of us want him and his family to be happy, or at least they can try. I'd be lying if I say I'm not crying and wondering what will happen once it's all over. It affected me more than I expected, but nothing. Words are never going to express what I feel about all of this. It remains to wait for the end and see how a stage comes to an end. I admire your determination all these years. Okay, so Zarla was actually once on a podcast. It was called the Determined Podcast. If you look up the Determined Podcast number 35, you should be able to find they did an episode with Zarla. So, the first question that I had written down was, what was HANDPLATES inspired by, or what inspired her to make HANDPLATES? And Zarla's answer was the fan art of the lab idea. Apparently, Zarla had stumbled upon some fan art of this idea. Obviously, she didn't create the idea of the whole lab and say that the papyrus being created in a lab. But she noted that she used to write stories about being trapped in a lab, and that was another thing that kind of inspired that.
I completely stumbled into HANDPLATES by accident. I didn't have any long-term plans for it. I just kind of happened to it. If I recall correctly, what inspired it, so I was just looking up Skelebro's art and stuff like that. People are reblogging things, and I ended up coming across somebody did some art. I think of the brothers in one of those tubes of mystery goo with Gaster looking on, and I think another one did a sketch of Gaster having them in a vat or something like that, or it implied that he created them. There was only one or two bits of art I saw that suggested the idea that he created them, and I was like, that's a really cool idea. And at the time I was also toying with the idea that the two brothers were actually two separate parts of Gaster, that Gaster split into two halves, and there was that idea which I also thought was cool. And so I had both those ideas. Both those were sitting in my mind at that point, and then the lab experiment one ended up sticking around a bit more because, way back when I was a kid, I used to write a lot of stories about people getting stuck in evil labs and getting experimented on by evil scientists, and sometimes getting superpowers and such. It's a fairly standard trope. So the idea of being able to explore that again, with something else, was really appealing because that's not a trope you can pull off in a lot of settings. There's not a lot of places you can mess with it. Yeah. But I remember I was talking to my friend Bardik one night, I think, about the general idea, and I was thinking of we were talking about if they were experiments, they'd have to have something to mark them as experiments. 'Cause why would you do the trope if you don't have that? But then I was like, no, you can't have tattoos or any kind of marks or anything like that because they're skeletons. They have bones. You can't do anything like that. And then I think. And I was trying to figure it out. I was doodling in my sketchbook. Then I was like, wait, you can have a solid effect on a bone by drilling a plate into it. That will stay on somebody forever. And so then I was like, that's it. And then
this next segment is about how Zarla organized the story. Here she just talks about how there really wasn't an order at first, and she didn't have any plans for this comic to be, going places. And being a big comic in the community, She kind of just sketched up any ideas that came to her. They weren't in particular order, but I'm just gonna let Zarla explain.
Exactly. So whenever any kind of scene jumped out to me, I just drew it. And I was like, it's just set in the setting, take it for what it is. And I'm trying to remember exactly I'm trying to remember exactly when it started to come together. I think a few of them I began I think the healing one started kind of followed after the color key one. I think they were just small ones that were starting to connect to each other.
Right.
It was starting to kind of come together. I really love this setting of yours. I love the story, this handplate story. And I was like, oh wow, that's great. And she was like, I really want to. What do you think's going to happen? Wouldn't it, do you have a story worked out? And I was like, well, not really at this point. And she was like, well, I think it'd be kind of cool if this happened, or maybe you could tie these things together. And I was like, yeah, you're right. And so me and this friend, her name is Mel, we actually sat down and we started brainstorming just the general idea of what would happen. She was like, that's a great idea. And then what if this happened? I'd be like, yeah. And then what if this happened? And, we began spinning these things together. Cool. Through talking to her, I ended up coming up with the entire framework for the whole story. We basically worked through the beginning all the way to the end. She knows everything that happens. She knows all the way to the very end.
Was Gaster going to commit? Die? Zarla said, not really. He knew he was going to be paid for his crimes, and knew that something bad was going to happen to him, and he knew something bad was going to happen if people ever found out what he did.
I was just like, he's not thinking about walking off, right?
Oh, you mean that bit? Or are you, from what I glanced at it, you're asking whether or not he was actually going to that point? Or
was he considering it?
Yeah, that's what
the feeling I got personally from it was more of that he was shaken from that Eldritch abomination where it said that he was not going to show up in the future timelines. So I kind of viewed it more as Gaster thought that he was going to. I didn't get the impression he was intending on taking his own life, but more just had this feeling that something was going to happen to him and he was afraid that he was going to be forgotten, but I'm not sure if that was the intention.
The I always call it the goop monster, but that encounter really did shake him very much. But the whole the idea behind that conversation Gaster and Alphys had is that it is supposed to be very alarming and very scary. It's supposed to feel it's supposed to feel like Gaster is going to do something terrible. And the thing is that he I don't think he was actually going to do it. The general idea that I was always a little bit vague because I wanted to leave wiggle room for people to interpret it in different ways. But what I always thought of it as was that he was going to go to Asgore and tell him what he was doing. There was no reason to keep going. So he's just going to go to Asgore and just go to jail and just let it end. The whole thing's going to end. And he feels really guilty about it. And that's why he apologized to Alphys, because she's going to find out what an awful person he is and all the terrible things that he's done. Everybody's going to know all the terrible things he's done. And he just happens to phrase it in a way where it really sounds like he's going to... Yeah. Which is what scares Alphys so much that she breaks into his lab in the first place.
In this next section, Zarla talks about foreshadowing and loops more specifically. And how excited she was when she would get to certain loops because she thought she would never get to these points. But she set them up and knew she would get to them at some point. And she talks about how she loves adding foreshadowing to her story.
Yeah, I was about to say, we're getting close, aren't we?
We are getting close to the end. This is probably going to be the last arc that I'm in right now.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's very weird to actually be coming to the end. In the early parts, I never thought I'd get this far. I could picture it a million miles away, but I was like, I'm not gonna get there. But I could think about it, but I'm not actually gonna get there. And now I am there, and it's amazing to actually get to these points where I've loosely pictured things that have happened, and now I'm actually there, and I'm actually doing it. There was I've come through a few moments like that in Handplates where I actually got to complete loops that I wasn't sure I'd finish. When I set up same thing with them seeing themselves in the lab. I set up that loop, and I was cool. I don't know if I'll make it to that loop. It might be years away, but I'm gonna set it up and hope I make it that far. And then I did. That was
honestly,
so
those
cool.
loops are one of the coolest things about hand plates, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's another reason why working out the plot ahead of time is really cool, because it lets you work out things like that, where you can properly foreshadow things. And it's very satisfying when they actually get to that point. It's like one of the best things is when you actually complete a loop.
Goop Gaster. I don't have an answer to this one, I just have a timestamp. So I'm just gonna insert clips here.
Which is like set that up like a million years ago, but you know.
Yeah, the Void Monster was just like, that was really unexpected while we were reading through that. And
it's very sudden, and it's kind of supposed to be that. And when the whole story is finished, it should be more clear why that happens the way that it does. But I can't get too much into that right now.
Yeah, because we're still linear at this point.
Yeah, there's still some key pieces of it missing, but hopefully at the end of it, it will all hinge together.